Welcome to Hook and Loops. I'm EJ Hart, and today I'm going to be doing the Heart Rag Rug Part 5.
Okay, now we're going on to round 7, and I'm changing to a different color. I'm going to put on my slip knot, and then I'm going to start at the pointy end of the heart, and I'm going to work into this chain 2 space. So what you're going to do is just put your hook in and pull the yarn through, and you're just going to slip stitch it on, and then I'm going to chain 2, and that's going to act like one double crochet. So actually I'm going to chain 3. That's going to act like a double crochet. So I'm going to put another double crochet into that space. Okay, I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to put 2 more double crochets into that chain space. Okay, now I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to skip this stitch right here, and I'm going to go into that stitch. I'm going to put a double crochet into that stitch. I'm going to chain 1. Okay, I'm going to skip the next stitch and go into this other stitch. I'm going to put a double crochet right in there. I'm going to chain 1. Okay, I'm going to skip the next stitch, go into the other stitch, put a double crochet into it. I'm going to chain 1, skip a stitch, put a double crochet into the next one. Chain 1, skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1. I'm going to go into the next stitch. I'm going to skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, okay, I'm going to skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, I'm going to skip that stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet and chain 1. Okay, skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet. Okay, and we're not going to chain here. And now we're going to we're going to skip one, but we're not going to chain. We're going to go into this this next one, and we're going to do a half double crochet. Okay, we're still not going to chain one, and we're going to skip the next one, and we're going to go into this one, and we're going to do a double crochet. Skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, and chain 1. Skip a stitch, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1.
I'm just going to keep repeating this pattern until I get to the point of the heart. And I'm going to skip the video to the end of this row. Now I'm at the end of the row.
Okay, now we're going to just slip stitch into this starting chain to join the round together. Okay, now we're going to be doing round 8. So we're going to chain 1, and we're going to be working into the back loops. So we're going to put 1 single crochet into each of the back loops. Now when you get to this chain stitch, you're going to put 1 single crochet in, and then you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to put another single crochet in the same chain stitch. Okay, now this is a stitch right here, so we need to put in, we're going to be working in the back loops, so we're going to be putting in 1 single crochet into each of the back loops.
I'm going to skip the video to the top of the heart.
Now when you get to the heart where it goes on top, where it goes on the inside, we're going to slip stitch into the next 2. So you just slip stitch into those. Now the rest of them you just do 1 single crochet into the back loop. And this is pretty simple and easy. I think you can do this on your own. So you're just going to do 1 single crochet into the back loop all the way around, and when you get to here, you're just going to slip stitch it onto this this chain stitch. You're just going to slip stitch it onto there to connect it all. And that's my heart-shaped rag rug. Thank you for watching.